A bit. I got a little toe issue, but hey, Austin, how you doing? Oh, Mayor, how you, sir?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Is it Phil? Is
Phil,
it?
yeah.
Okay. And I know you, Thomas.
Good
Thank you so much for everything. Good day. Good days keep coming in West Virginia. We're going on fire. Okay. Please be seated, everybody. I'm going to do the same. First thing I think, Tom and Phil and Bruce, y'all need to come up here and stand behind me. Get on up here. You know, we've had a lot of great news in the last little while. And that's the way I wanted it to be. You know, I truly believe the people elected me because they wanted change. They didn't want the same old, same old. And it took a few bumps in the road for us to really get going. But nothing's really changed in me. A lot of people said, oh, you know, Jim is adopting a different approach. Well, Jim's not adopting any different approach. Jim always wanted to be positive, upbeat, everybody pull the rope together. You know, but at the end of the day, there's times when you got to have a few bumps in the road to maybe get to where you want to go. And so we did have some bumps, and we did have some sputtering, but the people spoke. The people stood up and spoke. The people said, 73% of the people said, when there was a lot of doubters about our road thing, 73% of the people, and I knew that was going to happen, they said, no, we want our roads fixed and we're all in. Now, we've had a bunch of wonderful announcements, and we've got a Commerce Secretary that's working really, really, really hard, and a lot of different people here that are really after it. And they're working. And they're working to make things happen in West Virginia, and they are happening. They are happening. You just think just the other day we had a week and where Hino Motors and Toyota announced big expansions from the automotive side. Today, we have these people that are standing behind me doing something that is unique to West Virginia in this way. This is the West Virginia Great Barrel Manufacturing Company. Now, think about how we have added value to a resource that we have that I've said over and over is unbelievable, timber. You've heard me speak of it over and over and over. But what do we do with our timber in West Virginia all the time? You know what we do? We put it in a container, and it goes to Vietnam, China, or Mexico. And that's where all the jobs are. That's what we do. Today, we're changing that landscape. And these people right behind me are saying, today, we're going to take our timber, be able to put people to work harvesting our timber, and bring it to us where manufacturing jobs are going to be. It's neat stuff. It's great stuff. It's the concept we want to have happen. And before I go further, I want to say this, we have our Secretary of our DEP here, Secretary of Energy, Secretary of everything here within our state, just about, and that is Austin Caperton. And he's done a fabulous job, and he's working with all of our natural resource people in many, many different facets, and you've got to give him a big round of applause, because I don't see him every day. He's a superstar, that's for sure. But nevertheless, I'll pass down to Woody and let him tell you a bunch of exciting things, and then I'll pass back to these great people, and you've got to watch their video because it is really neat. Last thing, before Woody talks. When somebody comes to me and says, we're going to make barrels that are necessary for the whiskey industry because they have to be made of white oak. I thought, you'd have 3 little guys sitting around with a rubber hammer banging and making a barrel. That's what I would have thought. You know, when you watch this, you're going to be really impressed. Okay, Woody, go ahead.
Governor, I want to do a little bit of discussion about the big picture. Since our governor has taken office, we have announced 16 brand new projects in West Virginia, an investment over $195 million. We've had 51 expansion projects whose impact is over $1.4 billion. 67 projects in total, economic investment over the next 20-year period of $1.5 billion. So when the governor says these things are going to happen and we're going to move forward, we have proof of that fact. So congratulations. Today we're here to talk about something very specific and very on point with what the governor had directed me to do, and that is that he wanted to bring value-added industries to our timber industry. And that's why we are so proud today to have the West Virginia Great Barrel Company here and representative. I want you to recognize this is going to bring 113 brand new, really high-quality jobs to the Greenbrier County area, 25 new high-quality jobs in the stave mill, as well as the associated and affiliated jobs of timbering our hardwoods and bringing them. So it's right on point with Governor what your directions were. This investment is going to be totally over $3.1 million in terms of the total investment. Excuse me.
No, that's wrong.
It is wrong. It's going to
let me add one thing about the jobs. Of these jobs, the lowest paid job, $40,000. These are real jobs. These are good jobs, really good jobs.
The total investment is going to be $27 million and another $27 million and another $3 million for upgrading the stave mill. So what I would like to do is to bring up to this podium Mr. Tom Crabtree of the West Virginia Great Barrel Company.
Thank you, Secretary Thrasher. Governor, it's a pleasure to be here. This idea, which some people thought was a little crazy when we started, it evolved out of the recovery from the flood. The people who invested in West Virginia to rebuild homes truly believe that rebuilding homes was just the beginning of the economic recovery of West Virginia. And they have pulled together a group of investors, 20 or so investors, to make this project a reality and to complete the economic recovery, which only economic development can do. So we're pleased, we're proud to be here. We're proud to be the first major manufacturer in West Virginia to be adding value to white oak. As the governor said, it's shipped all over the world. For every $40 worth of white oak we harvest, we'll create $200 in value added by creating a barrel. We'll harvest 13 million board feet of white oak, which is only 6% of what's being harvested today. But that 13 million board feet of white oak will create over $50 million in commerce in Greenbrier County, Monroe County, and the state of West Virginia. So we're pleased to be here. Annually. $50 million annual. And this is not us saying this. This is the Marshall University report, which we have made available to the governor's office, and you can read it for yourself. But so we're very pleased to be here. We're most appreciative. The Economic Development Authority gave us a vote of support this morning, and we are well on our way to breaking ground in early 2018 and making our first barrel in the first quarter of 2019. So this is a fast-track project. It's shovel ready. We're ready to start creating jobs quickly. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. Thank you, man. Love you. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
You want to cue up the video?
Oh, okay, that'd be great.
All right, now, my little 3 men with the rubber hammers didn't show up here. tell them what they're doing there. Go back over there where they can hear you. Tell them what they're doing.
Well, the barrel staves have been assembled. And by the way, this is a level 4 safety facility, state-of-the-art manufacturing, a lot of good jobs for men and women. This is not your prototypical idea of what a barrel factory should look like. There are temporary rings being put on the barrel here to hold the staves in place through the manufacturing process. So now you see that temporary ring on the barrel. Now it's going to be pushed a little farther on the barrel. And now notice how the staves are not quite aligned with one another. They're a little bit uneven. They need to be worked over to settle them against one another. So the next machine is called a rollout machine.
You see the panels of the white wood or white oak are not sealed together. And those rings are basically making them stay in that place and everything.
Now this machine is applying pressure inside the barrel and outside the barrel. Tremendous pressure to seat those staves against one another. Now look and see the cracks are disappearing. The lines between the staves are disappearing. This is patented technology that is owned by a company called Bonnert. We are next in Bonnert's production line to purchase this equipment. And we're the only ones in their production line to purchase this equipment. A barrel moves through this line at about 1 barrel every 30 seconds. We'll produce, when we reach full capacity, we'll produce 700 barrels a day. 125,000 barrels a year. Now you can do the arithmetic at $200 a barrel and figure out the economic impact pretty quickly. 180
A lot of y'all are drinking, that's for sure.
One of the unique things about the distilling industry is there's a federal law that requires that bourbon and rye and whiskey are aged in a new charred white oak barrel. So now some additional rings are being put on. Those are all still temporary rings.
Now I said y'all on the drinking because y'all know I don't drink. It's all up to y'all. I mean, you're drinking a whole lot of 700 barrels a day. I mean, y'all are doing a pretty good job.
The industry currently puts up 2 million barrels a year. And the industry is in a rapid expansion mode. The bourbon and whiskey industry is growing at 7% a year. By 2019, our expert report tells us that there will be a shortage in the industry of 600,000 barrels. So we will be coming on into the marketplace at a perfect time. Now the barrel is going to be charred.
Watch this. Now the inside of the barrel is getting charred right here. They do 3 at a time.
Each manufacturer, each distiller has their own level of char, their own level of toasting or char that they want on that barrel. And we are able with this equipment to meet their exact specifications. Now that barrel head is being routed. You can hear the router running to receive the barrel head on both ends, the round barrel head.
Good stuff.
Made me half thirsty.
I don't doubt it.
You know, West Virginia is a partner with businesses that come to our state. And we do that in a variety of ways, but none more significant or important than through our West Virginia EDA under the capable leadership of David Warner. So David, could you please come up and say a few words about our involvement?
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Secretary Thrasher. It's a pleasure to be here today for such a special announcement. At this morning's West Virginia Economic Development Authority Board meeting, the board did approve a $6 million loan to the West Virginia Great Barrel Company. And that will be coupled with bank financing of an additional $6 million, and private sector financing makes up the balance of the $27 million project. So we're a smaller participant in such a great project. We're excited to be a partner with not only the banks, but all the private money going in. And it's an excellent project for Greenbrier County and southern West Virginia. Thank you.
At the end of the day, the governor wants to have jobs for West Virginians, and I think this is exactly what this does. So I'd like to bring up, if I could, Bruce Bowling, who's the mayor of White Sulphur Springs. And Mayor, you can talk a little bit about the impact of your community.
Thank you. I got to tell you a little story about this guy here. So I've got 2 daughters, and my youngest one, Kate, played basketball for the governor at Greenbrier East. Now I coached Kate in softball since she was this tall, and after the 4 years of high school, I think it was probably on after a sophomore game, I was doing a little Monday morning quarterbacking, criticizing the coach. She told me, "Dad, shut up. He's forgotten more about basketball than you'll ever know." She said, "He's the best coach I ever had." I just kind of looked at her. So anyway, you did a good job. She's a good girl.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to say thank you to Phil and Tom for the great job they've done in helping locate this plant in White Sulphur Springs. We're already home to the largest employer in the county, and now we're going to be home to the newest employer in the county. And it's a good day for White Sulphur and a good day for West Virginia. Thank you, folks.
So this epitomizes the absolute best in our state. It uses our raw products. It utilizes West Virginia investment and labor. And it's a real testimony to, I think, the governor's initiative by seeing this private investment in this. So in summary, Governor, this is a wonderful announcement. I think this is exactly what you're looking for, and I congratulate the West Virginia Barrel Company on their investment today.
Well, I do too in every way. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. All right. Well, we'll take your questions and answer them as best we can if you've got any. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Great day, good day, wonderful day. Y'all give these great people a giant round of applause. I'm so proud of them, it's unbelievable. Oh, whoa, we got a question.
So are any of these barrels going to go to Smooth Ambler?
Well, you'll have to ask these young people here.
Yes, we have an agreement with Smooth Ambler to furnish them with all the barrels they need.
Can you give any more details?
Their production, as a result of their acquisition by a larger company, will increase by, I think, 300% to 400% over the next couple of years. So they will become a purchaser of barrels, hopefully a lot of barrels.
It's good stuff, good stuff. Lots of smiles happening in West Virginia. We've got to keep it going. Yes, sir.
Have you started your permitting process? And I have some cards for you to make sure you can get in touch with me so we can get it done.
We felt like we didn't want to get the cart before the horse and get the permitting before we had the financing, but today was a big step in that. I'm an architect, and we've designed a lot of facilities of this type, so we will be right on the permitting process. There will be permits involved. It is a clean, quiet manufacturing process, as you can see from that video, But there will be water permits and sewer extension permits and a whole range of things that we will be initiating with the City of White Sulphur Spring and the Sewer and Water Authority and the Department of Environmental Protection.
I'm gonna have him come a lot of times. He can really answer a question, can't he? Okay, anybody else? Okay, thank you so much.